Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maryland Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Ink 30 Days. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at a yellow ink. This one is from Pelikan, Edelstein, Golden Beryl. Thanks goes out to Pen Friend Karina Loves to Plan and my anonymous benefactor for providing the pen and ink for this review. Look at that shimmer. Wow. I made sure and go back and make it extra shimmery, so today's pen, I will be using the Noodler's Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib. This is one of those inks that is like mostly shimmer. I love the color of this ink. I am so happy that I was gifted a bottle of this stuff because I can't stop staring at it. It's amazing. Here's our ink swatch. Let's do the water resistance test to see if this ink has any water resistance. Okay. It does have just the tiniest bit of water resistance, but not quite enough that I would feel comfortable putting this on the outside of an envelope. Alright, and then here is our inks, our toilet paper chromatography. There is some gold particles, and then there is this gray that we see here that stayed behind. And then there's like an orangey bit and a lighter yellowy bit, which we can see over here in our painting of the day. This is coming out way more orange than it is in real life. So, if I were to compare this to anything, okay, that's about how it looks to me in real life. But if I lay the card down, it washes everything else out. So, just take everything with a grain of salt. I wish I could tell you to just get a sample, but they don't make the ink anymore, and I don't know how the person gifted me the box set. They also gifted me the Pelikan M200. M200. I think this is an M200. Pelikan M200 in Golden Beryl. I just uninked it because it wasn't giving me the sparkle that I wanted. And this is a really pretty pen. It has a medium nib. I found that this was relatively difficult to clean out because the nib unit I'll do a review on it. You'll see. One thing about this that I do like is that it opens in less than half a turn. So, okay, let's do some paper review, shall we? We put this here, that there, this one here. Oh, and here is our month so far. Very nice. Super nice. Okay, let's do some paper review. I'm excited for this one. I hope it doesn't bleed and feather and leave sparkle everywhere. We're gonna find out. Alright, here we are with the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. I did put it on heavy so I could do this to see if any sparkle does come up, and there is sparkle coming up. So just be aware, if you have this, you're going to have sparkles forever. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Sparkle for days. No feathering. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is super lightweight traveler's notebook paper, and you can already see that it's coming up. Phew! Bled through the page. Oh my goodness, all of these are going to be all sparkly. Look at how much shimmer comes up. Well, that's not great. Whatever. It's fine. Feathered like a chicken, bled through the page. This is moleskin. This is Field Notes Journal. Not as many particles coming up, but it does spread a little bit. I don't see any feathering, but it did bleed through the page. This is Fabriano Eco-Qua 85 GSM. Sparkle plenty. It is moving around. That's too bad. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is 52 GSM Tomaway River. Nice shimmer. No feathering. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting, and a lot of it of shimmer particles. Let's see. And the shimmer particles do move around. So, that is definitely something to consider. Maybe don't shake your pen. Alright, this is Ayush 100 GSM paper. Nice shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oops, let's see. Yeah, that definitely smears. Alright, this is Leuchtturm 1917. Smears. No feathering. No bleeding. Little bit of ghosting. This is Midori MD paper. Bump up the lights a little bit. Alright. Nice shimmer. No feathering. No bleeding. Barely any ghosting. Let's see about smearing. I'm running out of clean fingers to try on the smear test. Yep, it is smearing sparkles. So, that's too bad. Alright, this is Cosmo Airlight 75 GSM. Shimmer particles are everywhere. No light, beautiful shading. No feathering. No bleeding, little bit of ghosting. This is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oh, this one didn't, if you really push, you can get some to move. Alright, this is Marmon, Nemesine. Hi, Fishstick, how are you doing today? Oh yes, I love glitter. This one has beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I'm still trying to clean it up. But, well, this glitter, it looks cool. Yeah, it looks wicked cool. This is Oxford optic paper. Super shimmery. Nice shading. No feathering. Little bit of bleeding. Little bit of ghosting. Oops. Forgot the smear test. Let's do smear test. Oh, this one kept up pretty well. Alright, this is Clairefontaine 90 GSM. Not too much smearing. A little bit of shading. No feathering. No bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Mommy Booklet 90 GSM. Nice shimmer. Nice little bit of shading. No real feathering. No bleeding. No ghosting. No bleeding. Barely any ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Nice shimmer. A little bit of shading. No real feathering. A little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. I think I may have to reconsider my negative stance on glitter. This is really nice. Yeah. Minus the kind of pulling up factor. Up and Up. Wide Rule composition book. Nice shimmer. Nice shading. No real feathering. Let's do a smear really quick. Trying to clean my finger off every time. No real, I don't see any smearing. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. True Red composition book from Staples.com. Oh no. Oh dear. Beautiful shimmer and shading, but feather like a chicken bled through the page. Let's see if it's smeary. I don't really... Oh, it is a little smeary. Not too bad, though. Okay, this is Apica 81.4 GSM. Beautiful shimmer. Beautiful shading. No feathering. No bleed. Tiny bit of bleed through. No ghosting. Oops, let's see. I keep almost forgetting the smear. Tiny bit of smear, but that's about it. Alright, this is the Naname 7 Seas 68 GSM Tumaway River. Nice shimmer, nice shading. Oh, it did smear the particles. And a minimal amount of bleeding and ghosting. Alright, this is Rhodium Dot Pad 80 GSM. Nice shimmer, nice shading, no feathering. Tiny bit of heavy ghosting. That's it. Alright, this is the Artist Loft 100 GSM paper. Beautiful shimmer. Little bit of shading. Little bit of spread in the particles. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is the Buffet handmade paper from Italy. Beautiful shimmer. Beautiful shading. Feather like a chicken. No bleeding, no ghosting. This is U-Style notebook paper. Beautiful shimmer. Oh my goodness. Barely any shading. It is feathering. And it did bleed and ghost a little bit through the page. Sheffield Home Paper Goods. Beautiful shimmer. No shading. A little bit of feathering. A little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. This is CVS Caliber notebook paper. My favorite. A little bit of smear. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. Beautiful shimmer. No shading. A little bit of smear. No feathering. No bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. This is Wide Rule Mead Wide Rule notebook paper. Beautiful shimmer. A little bit of shading. Feather like a chicken. Bled through the page. Oops. Do a smear test. A little bit of smear. Alright, this is 5-star notebook paper. Nice shimmer. No shading. Feather like a chicken. Bled to the page. A little bit of smear. This is HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Beautiful shimmer. Minimal shading. No feathering. A little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. This is that speckled notebook paper. Nice shimmer. Nice shading. No feathering. No bleeding. No ghosting. This is Akabe cross-section pad. Nice shimmer. A little bit of shading. A little bit of feathering. A little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. This is the J&B copper plate graph pad from johnnailbooks.com. Beautiful shimmer. A little bit of shading. No real feathering. Bled through the page. An original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. Beautiful shimmer. No shading. A little bit of feathering. A little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Wow. That's very interesting. Okay, it is a bleeder, so just be aware of that. Maybe use some CVS caliber notebook paper. I have so much to do today. I have to go to the post office, and I have to do it before 5 o'clock. And I still have to work today, so... Oh, dearie me. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, me, oh, my. Alright, I think that this is going to be in the yellow ink department. What would cause a particular paper to not smear or smear very little? Which paper do you consider the best or your go-to favorite? CVS Caliber's the best for my area. I have another pen friend who's on YouTube, Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. She has had a bad time with CVS Caliber notebook paper. So, I don't know. I guess it just depends on where you are in the world. Some people have a better time at it than others, but I stand by my CVS Caliber notebook paper. I'll show you. This is what I've been using for my currently inked pens, and I can't see any bleed through. On any of these pages. I mean, there is heavy ghosting in some areas, but I don't see any and this is transfer. Some of the inks, this is transfer. But, like, I don't see any inks bleeding through. This is transfer. I don't know what happened there. I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 inks bleed through since at the beginning of the year. Can't remember what they are at the moment. I think it was like Bay State Blue bled through. Heavy ghosting, this is transfer from over here. That's transfer. So there's not a whole lot of bleeding going on this CVS Caliber notebook paper. Heavy ghosting, and these are very heavy swatches put down, so there is a little bit of bleed through. And this Private Reserve pearlescent silver violet, Private Reserve violet, bled through everything. I mean, unless you put like a super heavy swatch down, you might have just the tiniest bit of bleed through. But if you're just writing normal, even with the heavy flex, like I like to do, it's just a little bit of ghosting. This is this week's. Just a little bit of heavy ghosting, and that's about it. It's humid in the southeast, yeah. Sometimes the humid weather can make it absorb into the paper, in which case Tomoe River is really good. But I'd give it a go. Let me know what you think. Alright, this is Pelikan Edelstein Golden Beryl next to Sailor Manyo Yamabuki, Mayora Giala Tufo, Helianthus, NG Special, Solar Storm, Autumn in Auburn, Sparkling Champagne. Oh, this is Golden Beryl. Apache Sunset, Diamond Candlelight, Apple Snail, Three Kings, Louise, Cotswolds, Old Gold, Heart of Gold, Goose Poupon, Citrus Black, Tuslabua, Dust Storm, Yellow Jacket, African Gold, Apple Cider, 399, Gold Star, Dungo, Golden Afternoon, Noodler's Yellow, Yamabuki. Wait, I already did Yamabuki once. Primary Yellow, Aussie Gold, Chartreuse, Jown Jasmine, Document Yellow, and American Goldfinch Yellow, Amber. That's about the closest one. No. Food Color Yellow, Golden Yellow, Sunshine Yellow, Mango, and Golden Sands. Hi, Oms. How are you doing today? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Okay, I know that I have my. It was like the second ink that I did. Helianthus Yamabuki. Which of these do I want to keep? This one. Okay. Which of these do I want to keep? This one. I'm alright. I'm hungry, as usual. I'm starving Marvin. I only get to eat once a day. I went to my doctor's on Monday. She did blood work. Other than me having high blood pressure, which is normal, I'm always stressed out. I can't help it. She told me that I got my blood work back the next day, and she told me that I'm doing well. She says I gotta eat more green vegetables, though, and I told her I don't know how much more green vegetables I can eat. I'm gonna turn into a vegetable if I eat more vegetables. Anyway... Yes, take deep breaths. That's very important. That and I haven't eaten yet, so I need to go do that because it's about time. And then after I eat, I have to go to the post office because I have to get this package out. I missed the post office by like seconds yesterday, and I was so mad. Ugh. So maddening. I've been meaning to get those packages out to Chris and Aaron for like 2 weeks now. So, yes, must stay healthy. Eat vegetables and go for a walk. So I'm going to go for a walk to the post office and get these packages sent out, and then maybe I will come home and eat. So, that's all I have for today. What did you guys think of today's ink? Do you have some Golden Beryl? Are you thinking thoughts about buying the ink pen combo? Let me know in the comment section below. That is all I have for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back in a little bit with a pen review of the Pelikan Golden Beryl. So, take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.